Welcome, RealTalkTwinCities.com. I'm Eric Pirius, Eric the Lone Guy with Bell Mortgage, along with
Cheryl Kempenick, Coldwell Banker Burnett.
How you doing, Cheryl?
Great. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone. Once again, you're listening to Real Talk Twin Cities on AM 1280 The Patriot. We're here every Sunday evening at 6 p.m. bringing you local expert advice on all things real estate. We are your friends, your advocates in real estate, right, Cheryl?
We are, and if you are thinking about buying or selling your home or refinancing your mortgage, we really want you to contact us. You can call at 612-735-0553. That's 612-735-0553. Or you can always reach us through our website, realtalktwincities.com.
All of our resources are available to you on the website, realtalktwincities.com. Everybody we know you can get in touch with. Today's show, we've got a lot on deck. We're very excited to have Kevin Hartzell, co-founder of Leadership Enterprise Group and author of Leading from the Ice. Kevin is a former hockey player and coach. We'll be talking about leadership traits and Kevin's mentoring program, some exciting stuff there. We've got market update, rate watch, real estate news, myth versus reality. We'll have our guest, of course, Ask the Expert, a mortgage minute, some listing inventory, and a few surprises along the way, right, Cheryl?
Absolutely. And also with us today is Tom Murray. He is a good friend of Kevin Hartzell's, helped him out with the book and actually naming the book, Leading from the Ice. And he's also a real good friend of my husband Randy and mine. So we're really excited to have him here as well.
Good, good. All right, looking forward to that. So I know that you did some radon testing, right, last week? It was 2 or 3 weeks ago. How did that go?
You know, we have had some great guests on over the past few weeks, and we've been talking quite a bit about radon. Now, this year, there was the new disclosure that went into effect where sellers have to disclose if they are aware of any radon, if they've had any testing. So, being the good mother that I am and real estate agent, I went and bought 3 do-it-yourself radon test kits, gave them to my 3 sons to test their homes. And my middle son, he brought his test back to me because you have to mail in $30 and to get the lab results. So I've got the package ready to go. Do you think I can find a mailbox?
It's tough.
No. It's so difficult to find a mailbox these days, it's crazy. So Randy and I were shopping at Byerly's and I asked the clerk, do you know where there is a mailbox? She said, sure, there's one right outside the door on your right. So I zip out, there is a mailbox, but it's white. And I'm thinking, what? It's a little white mailbox, but it said mail. And I thought, this is Byerly's, they've just got fancy mailboxes. So my package fit, I put it in, I was excited, I'm out the door. Well, I get out the door, there's Randy standing there pointing at a great big blue U.S. mailbox, and I run back in, look at the mailbox, big 2x3 sign, letters to Santa.
So you sent the radon to Santa?
I did. Do you think he's going to analyze the data for me?
Well, I don't know. I just hope that Santa doesn't end up delivering late. I mean, if presents are late this year, we know why.
Santa got cancer from radon?
So someone at the North Pole is going to get 3 samples of radon from St. Paul.
I don't want that gift in my stocking.
Wow,
Yeah,
you're a giver. That's wonderful.
I feel bad.
So I was going to ask if you know how to work out. Do you have radon? What were the results? And I guess we're just not going to know.
Well, I don't know till Santa tells me.
Did you dig them back out of the Santa box?
I did call the next day. They said they were no longer there, so hopefully somebody took them out and got them in the U.S. mail.
Wow. All right. Well, could be worse, I suppose. And what's going on in the market right now, Cheryl? With the market update, with some of your,
Okay.
I know that for the week ending of December 6th, here we go.
Well, for the week ending December 6th compared to the same week last year, pending sales were up 6%, making up for Thanksgiving week, so that's great news. New listings were down 4%, causing a reduction in inventory, and the median sale price is up 8% over the past year to $205,000, up from $190,000 for the previous year. So that makes this a mixed market. It's good for sellers as the inventory is low, so there aren't too many choices out there for buyers. One exciting point is there were 3 homes over $500,000 that sold the same day they were listed.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that market continues to be strong.
It really is. And it's also a good time for buyers because this time of year prices are at their lowest point.
Mhm.
So it's a great time to get more for your money.
I like it. I like it. It's almost as interesting as the radon story. You know,
Not quite. Not quite. So I just want to add one more little thing.
sure, sure.
Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of Christmas cheer this week. I was out for lunch with a
Mhm.
girlfriend and I asked her if she'd been listening to us on the show.
Right.
She said, yeah, she had been. And she mentioned that her daughter made a comment. Oh, that Cheryl, she is boring. Eric, do you think I'm boring? Eric?
You're thorough. You're thorough,
Oh.
which is a sign of a true professional.
Oh, so you don't really want to answer that question.
I answered it truthfully.
All right, thanks. Let's move on to Rate Watch.
Yes, rate watch. Rates are up, down, well, mostly down. As you probably
Down is good.
Down is good. Down is good. At the moment, according to Mortgage News Daily, and again, these are national averages. 30-year fixed is 3.82 right now. Yesterday it was 3.8, and the 52. That's a in the past 52 weeks. The high was 4.66, so that gives you some perspective. FHA rates right now nationally are around 3.3 and change, so that gives you some indication. I will tell you, everybody's wondering, when are rates going to go up? What's going to happen? The Fed met recently and didn't change their language too much, but they did change a little bit, and basically, they said that they're going to leave their stance the same for the next 2 meetings, which puts us out to March. So I would say that through the early or late winter, I guess, where probably things are kind of set. But after that, it's a bit of a crapshoot. So if you're on the fence as far as should I refi or should I purchase, or I would say that the next 4 months the getting will still be good. After that, a little bit hard to say.
Boy, it is a good time to get out there and make those purchases, or if you're thinking about refinancing, do that before the rates go up as well. So, Eric, did you hear about the 39-year-old Twin Cities man sentenced Monday to more than 12 years in prison for orchestrating a multi-million-dollar mortgage fraud scheme?
This was this past Monday?
Yep, it just happened.
Wow.
So apparently between 2007 and 2009, he filled out fraudulent loan applications, and he had co-conspirators providing false documents like W-2s, driver's license, bank statements, and they used these documents to purchase $2 million worth of real estate. Every single property they purchased went into foreclosures.
Wow.
So that resulted in $2 million in losses for the victimized lenders. He was convicted of bank fraud, mail fraud, wire fraud. I mean, what do you think about that? When you think about losing 12 years of your life in prison, I mean, was it worth it? What do you think he could even make out of this type of a scheme?
Hard to say. Definitely not worth it. And it's hard to even fathom, because these days we've got a lot of rules in place which are good, and I think, God, what? But I just forget that there's still people out there that try fraud. And I can say that these days, if you are in the mortgage business, you have a solid practice, it means that you've done things right for a long time and continue to do them. Many of the guys like this are gone. They're out of the business, which is good. But there's collusion. Appraiser, title, agent, of course, a straw buyer in this case. They would say, hey, we'll give you 10 grand if I can use your identity, basically, apply for a loan, jack up the price, sell one of the units in the or one of the, whether it's, single family or townhome, sell one of the units in the development for an inflated, maybe buy it yourself, so you've got your high water mark for comparables, kickbacks all around, and do 100% financing, and the people, and rent them out for, under the, what it costs. And ultimately, the victims, like they say here, are the banks.
Right. Obviously, this was a team of fraudulent professionals. And, that's one of the things that is so important to me, and I know you as well, as we build our teams around us, that we want to be working with the top-notch professionals that exhibit honesty and integrity and share our values. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, I've been working with you for 7 or 8 years now, as well as the title people, our inspectors, our closers, I mean, everybody. We just really need to have a top-notch professional team around us.
It's serious business.
Absolutely.
It's people's homes. It's oftentimes the biggest purchase, most significant asset in people's lives. There's a lot of emotion tied up in it. You know, your financial future is largely tied up in it. So you have to know what you're doing, and you have to have integrity. The integrity to say, you know what, you shouldn't buy this house. I know you want it, but you know, to say no, or to you know, in my case, maybe recommend some you know, maybe take a little higher rate and take a bigger lender credit based on your, you know what I mean? Just don't be afraid to tell people.
Really looking out for
Right.
our clients rather than our own personal interests. And if you are thinking about buying or selling a home or refinancing, please reach out to us. We promise to take excellent care of you and your interests. You can reach us at realtalktwincities.com, or you can call or text 612-735-0553. That's 612-735-0553.
The other thing you have available is Ask the Expert. This is on our website, realtalktwincities.com. And the expert is anybody we know. Inspector, attorney, us. So you've got agents, mortgage people. All of those folks are at your fingertips. We might even put your question on the air.
Absolutely. And all of the experts that have been on the air, you can listen to those shows, you can reach out and ask them questions. All of our shows are videotaped as well. And want to remind you too that starting in January, we are moving to Saturdays at 4 p.m. So we hope that you'll follow us January to 4 p.m. Saturdays.
Yes, and coming up, we're going to have the Leadership Enterprise Group with Kevin Hartzell, Myth versus Reality, and we'll be right back on AM 1280 The Patriot. I'm Eric, realtalktwincities.com.